Hello everyone, this is DJ Incendration. Welcome to my speedrunning tutorial of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is DJ Incendration. Sorry about that. And let's get into things. First off, if you don't know what MTPO is, it's basically a boxing game from 1987. And if you don't know what a speedrun is, basically that is just a playthrough of a game in which the goal is to try to complete it as fast as possible. Like using the fastest strats or strategies. So yeah, this will cover both beginner and expert beginner, intermediate, and advanced strategies, single segment, and IL strats. Single segment, or SS for short, is when you try to play through a game and complete it in one session. Single segment, speedrun, yeah. IL stands for individual level, in which you use task strats, or at least strats that, like the fastest strats, which can work on console. There are a few exceptions to this, however. For example, the task strat for Honda 1 requires so many random jabs that it's virtually impossible to do on console. However, speedrunners have come up with various strategies, which I will describe and show in the next part of this tutorial. But for now, let's just get into Glass Joe. So the way I'm going to be doing these tutorials is I will first play you what is called a movie file, which is basically the inputs found in a run, or at least a part of a run. And this is a TAS, more or less. Oh, and TAS, or TAS, stands for Tool Assisted Speedrun. There have been excellent TASs of over 100 games by at least 100 authors. So yeah, this is one of the strats for Glass Joe, in which he gives you the best luck, or me the best luck. Alright. Let's watch this. Alright. Actually, before we get into this, I want to tell you what's going on in this fight. What's going on is what's known as a buffer strat. I'm not the best at explaining what a buffer strat is. The way I think of it is, when you're playing a game, you can kind of press a button before the action actually comes out, and you will do that action at the first frame possible. Like for example, when I press start I was buffering it for the first start press. I was pressing it the first time. I didn't actually press it from the very beginning. I waited a little bit. However, then I buffered it so it'll so the second press would come out frame perfectly. And you have to release start before, or any button, before you can press it again. Alright, so let's go. Sorry about that. Alright, so here's the start press. And as you can see, I'm holding start. And that does it on the first frame possible. Let's make a safe state. Sorry, the voice you're hearing is my screen reader. I'll just turn that off real quick. So, buffering up and B. Oh, just so you know, controls in this game, A is to throw a left body blow, B is for right punch, excuse me, the other way around. A is for right, B is for left. Up allows you to do a jab. And most of this fight will just be buffering up and B. B on an actual NES controller, B is closer to start than A is to start. And start, by the way, allows you to throw a star punch or uppercut. If you have a star, that is, of course. So let's get into it. Up and B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. So before we move on, it's holding up and pressing B 21 times. As soon as you see that punch, or hear it, I should say, because I can't see, let go for as small of a window as you possibly can, then press it again. So, yeah. So, this is the only part of the fight that has luck. And I will go over 3 things you can do on Glass Joe. The first one is if you get the best luck, which is 2 fist shakes. So let's do that. It's going to be left jab, left gut, right gut. Left, right. He's down. He's not gonna get back up. And that's the fight. Alright, 42 flat, or 0.00. Just so you know, the possible decimal values are 0.00, 0.25, 0.48, 0.61, 0.82, 0.97, and 0.99. So 0.97 and 0.99 are 1 frame values, meaning you only have a 60th of a second to get either of those. So let's just go to screen reader again.
Open recent G. FU 2.2.3 Win 32 movies Joe 3 FFG. FU 2.2.3 Win 32 movies Joe 2 F. FU 2.2 F.
Alright, that time I did press start from the very beginning. Alright, so the beginning of this is going to be exactly the same. However, you'll notice that I get just a little fancy at the end. Okay. Now, notice that I do something pretty funky here. I do left gut, left jab, right gut. At least I think that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. Can't get up. So for this next fight, got a 42 flat again. For the next fight, buffer start. Now he's going to give me the worst luck. Or now, the worst luck is 4 fist shakes. So, what you do in that case is left jab and 4 left guts. He can't get up from that either. Notice that time he did a little fake get up. That kind of wastes just a little bit of time. Alright, now I don't have a task for Von Kaiser, but let's just... I don't have a task for the first few strats that I'm gonna do. Sorry about that. Get up there. Could just do a plain left dodge there, but I just do a duck because it saves a frame. Strat there, you do a left jab by buffering up and B, then buffer 2 left full dodges by just pressing left, and then do a left quick dodge by pressing left up, like but also hold B. And do 7 jabs. Though after the 5th, it slows down. On the 8th punch of every fight, you will get a star. Dodge or duck his punch. If you dodge, it will have to be a quick dodge. And then he'll be down. And he'll get up on the count of 1. So. Do what's called a left gutter. Gutter is basically where you tap up and then press B or A. Now, the first punch, I should say, is guaranteed to give you a star, though the second punch will give you a star only half the time, 50%. We want the lucky star. I mean, who doesn't? Jeez. Alright, let's go to phase 3. So we got the middle luck. Not the worst, not the best. So, let's go. I'm gonna do Joe again. You could also just wait for him and practice here, quick dodge. You would need to press B at a certain timing. Oh cool, fastest real time. Nice. By the way, you don't need to buffer the 3 dodges. I just do because I'm totally blind. You could just make a safe state here. That's the danger. That's what I do. Let's just go with the, or you could even do this. I wasted a frame. By dodging that punch, at least a frame. Second fastest real time. Oh! Phase 3, you do the same thing as phase 2 if you don't get the lucky star. Though, and it's the same possibilities. So let's make a save state here, and okay, so we got the lucky star. Alright, do a buffer left, then press up. And then, so it's left, up, down, down. Left and right dodge. Down blocks, and if you press down twice quickly, you'll duck. So, left, up, down. That was rather slow. Not the fastest, not the slowest. Which seemed I've even seen one like that. Or heard one like that, I should say. That was frame perfect. you don't want to go too fast, because that was free perfect. That was too fast. So I don't really have to worry about that usually, though if you get hit by that, just reset. So
open rock
let's go over the tasks.
Movins task empty. Movins no one. Movins no Movins Kaiser Meslix trap 1 FM2. Movins Kaiser 2 FM2. Movins Kaiser 3 FM. Movins MTPO FM2. Movins Kaiser Meslix trap 1 FM. FU 2.2.3. Mic back. FF. Q. Name split button collab. FU. Exit. Okay.
Alright. To enter a fight, press start. From the winning screen, just press start, or enter if you're running FCEUX, which is the emulator I use a lot of the time. And to enter the fight, press start again. So. Not sure what strat I'm gonna use. Okay, this is the IL strat. What I did there was buffer up and B, and now like one of those reverse dizzy destroyers that I'll talk about in maybe part 2 or 3. It's a jab followed by pressing A and then up. Then, when you see that punch land, press B twice, though on the second time with B, press up right after. And then press B 2 more times. Now, you have to delay your next punch by 1 frame and no less. The reason being, if you just throw that punch right away, that up and B right away, it'll take him longer to go into his next punch. So I'm using frame advance here. So I delayed 1 frame, and then up and B again. So that 7 punch actually has a 3 in 16 window, not window, chance to land. And the 8th punch, there we go, gives you a star. The star sound takes 16 frames. And then wait a few frames and duck his punch, stun him with up and B, and then when you press start, notice that thing, and then phases 2 and 3 are the same. Got the best real time. Alright, should be a 35-6-1. Now, yep, 35-6-1.
F2 open B. Moving S moving 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 Q moving Kaiser message strap moving Kaiser to FM F2 2.2.
Let me just
R F F W F F M O K.
This is a strat that most people don't use in single segment. Like, no one uses it in single segment, I should say, aside from me, when I do my attempts. Aside from one time when I got 36 with the current SS strat in my former world record of 13:39:17. So yeah. So what you do in this strat is start by buffering up and B, then delay a left gut, hold up, and then a little later press B, and after that treat it like the fourth punch of the old strat. So B, and then right after it press up, or tap up rather. Press B, do the same thing again. Now do a right body blow, and I believe press up afterwards, like before the punch lands. Now just throw that left, and duck his punch, stun, star, down he goes. This is the strat I'd recommend. However, you could hit him like right away in phase 2, though if you do, you won't be able to throw your star right away, so that's the only thing that could be potentially run ending. So now
moving Kaiser to FM moving Kaiser F2 2.2. FF
okay, this is the strat that everyone uses. It's exactly the same as the first strat, except the 7th punch. You can either treat it like the 5th punch of that, or 4th, I should say. or 6th punch, I should say. Treat it like the 4th. And then do 2 body blows. Body blow! Shout out to the arcade version. Not shout out, but you know. And then after the up press B once you see the punch going off. And then when you see the 7th punch going off, just press B again. Or you could, on the 6th punch, just press B, and then for the 7th, press B. No, 7th you would press. I'm sorry. And then you would have to delay your duck a little longer. Though the strats after that is exactly the same. That concludes part 1 of the tutorial. See you in a little bit for taking down Honda 1. And hopefully the major and at least some of the world circuit. See you next